Welcome to this explainer of the source material, where we're going to decode a hidden architecture of reality, one you are physically acting out right now, literally inside your own mouth. We're diving into an absolutely revolutionary framework called meaning unconfounded, and honestly, it completely challenges everything we thought we knew about language. Okay, let's just dive right into this mind-bending concept. The source material makes a really bold claim. For thousands of years, we've only been reading at about 20% capacity. We tend to treat words as arbitrary labels, right? We just assume a word like tree could have easily been called literally anything else. But what if the remaining 80% of meaning has been hiding in plain sight this whole time, encoded not in the vowels we say, but in the actual consonants? Think of this paradigm shift kind of like moving from Newtonian physics to quantum physics. In that old Newtonian view of linguistics, the word itself is the smallest atomic unit. You just memorize its dictionary definition and you're good. But in quantum linguistics, words are more like molecules, made up of individual consonant atoms. And each consonant carries its very own specific semantic charge, creating this highly systematic physical code. We're moving from blindly memorizing arbitrary words to uncovering this massive 80% hidden layer of meaning.
Part 1. The anatomy of bounding.
To really get this, I actually want you to physically make the B sound with me right now. Seriously, do it and really pay attention to what your mouth is physically doing. First, your lips close, creating a boundary. Second, pressure starts to build up behind your lips. A purpose is being contained right there. And then finally, your lips release, and that boundary is broken. The sound of the letter is literally the physical act of bounding, just made audible.
So the absolutely crucial takeaway here is that the sound of B isn't just some random arbitrary noise. From its ancient pictographic origins as a tent floor all the way to our modern English letter, the B, or bet in Hebrew, represents a bounded space with a purpose. The authors of our source material tested this systematically. And get this definition holds a massive 75% confidence score across the entire English vocabulary. Your mouth is actually demonstrating the meaning of the word as it speaks the letter.
Part 2, spaces built with purpose.
Once you see this physical code, I promise you literally can't unsee it. Notice how every single one of these really common B words initiates a purpose-built enclosure within this specific semantic field. The word isn't just describing something that happens to be bounded. The word itself is the act of bounding. Your body is a bounded physical form. A box is a literal physical bounded container. A barn holds animals securely within its bounds. And a bone is this hard, bounded structure. Every single one of them physicalizes a distinct limit.
And this goes so far beyond just clever wordplay, it applies across basically every domain you can think of. In biology, blood is the bounded fluid of life, while the brain holds your thoughts within the bounded skull. It even extends perfectly into modern digital architecture. A byte is a strictly bounded unit of digital data, right? A border is literally the edge of a bounded space. The B universally initiates a physical container built specifically for what it holds. The architecture of the word is the actual physical mechanism of the thing it describes. Part 3. Being versus the boundless. Now, if language really is a discovered structure of reality, what does the B tell us about existence itself? Well, before the B sound is even made, there is just the infinite void. It's what this source material beautifully calls the boundless. It's the blank, the before, the formless infinite. The exact moment that B initiates, it physically brings being into bounds. Let's look at this simple comparison to see exactly how we physicalize that limit, bound versus beyond. Bound is the limit you have reached. It is the definitive edge of your container, your being. But beyond, that is the exact space that exists past that boundary, stretching all the way back out into the boundless. The words themselves are literally encoding the spatial reality they describe. The second the word is spoken, bounding begins. As our source text explains, bet is the act of creating a container, a distinct being, a separate self. It's almost this divine act of setting something apart from the formless void. Think about it. When a baby arrives, it is born into a body, a very distinctly bordered space. Part 4. Authoring your own reality. So, why does all of this actually matter for you and your everyday existence? Well, this realization takes language from being just a simple communication tool and elevates it into a really profound spiritual practice. The text offers this exact meditation, reminding us that your body is a sacred container built for a highly specific meaning. You are a bemote. You are a bounded space with a purpose. Understanding this allows you to consciously honor your boundaries and the vital energy you contain inside. Let's just quickly review this massive iceberg of meaning that's been hiding right beneath the surface of the words we use every single day. We've seen that language isn't just some human invention of arbitrary labels, it is the discovered structure of reality itself. When you only read the surface dictionary definition, you are truly only seeing 20% of the iceberg. The consonants, like our boundary-building B, are the deep, deep roots holding the other 80%. So when you speak, you're physically deploying these mechanisms. You are quite literally authoring reality. You are the author of this reality. And so I want to leave you with this final thought to ponder as you step out today. If every single B word you speak is physically building a boundary, what kind of spaces are you building? And perhaps even more importantly, what are you choosing to contain within them?